Hi, and welcome back to a game I haven't played in an insanely long time. And I thought I would start again and with actual custom content. So today's custom planned game will be Pilgrim Chapter 1. The world is dying. It has been 19 months since the great prophet Dimri announced his findings that the sun's heat, steadily dwindling, would soon ebb beyond all use. In the chaos, a great pilgrimage of travelers, refugees and citizens sets out for the equatorial lands, desperate for a few years more of heat and life. Amongst them is an escaped house slave recently fled from the great palaces of Disk, starting level 1 to 3. So let's start this campaign. Finally got it loading, yay! Took a while. So many different errors, and it was tough to find these. So I have made a character. I just made... Oh, there are so many characters here. Just placeholder characters I could use eventually, I guess. Oh, jeez. Terina Ilomain. I recognize the surname. There is no biography, because of course she's an Aasimar, planet-touched Aasimar, lawful good, because I thought that fits with the paladin. According to the guide, you could have been a bodyguard in the castle or the palace, and the bodyguard one of the choices was a paladin. And I decided on a militia and my Hades tier because it fits with the paladin, I think. I hope. And I went with the recommended stats. I actually tried to record this once before. That's how each day the sky grows grayer, the light fainter, the cold more acute. There can be no doubt the fire is going out. The fire is going out. The priests sing their last paeans for the dying world. The prophets speak of the death that's soon to come, and we have begun our long march south into uncharted lands. It is a grim pilgrimage. We walk not in search of hope, but in hope for a few years of further life, of warmth beneath our dying sun. It is now 9 years since you were snatched from your parents and imprisoned in the great slave factories of Disk. 16 weeks since you broke free of your chains and, in the midst of a riot, fled into the wilderness. 19 months since the great prophet announced that the world was soon to end. You flee south, sheltering in ruins and caverns, towards the pilgrimage, heat and freedom and life. The fire is going out. You rouse yourself from your dream and something is staring back at you. The beast is quite still, colossal, its white fur stained with snow and dried blood. It does not make a sound, but watches you closely. Scramble at your feet, survival, remain very, very still, meeting the beast's gaze. Good thing I have survival. The beast does not move, its eyes are black and bright, its teeth glint in the light of your fire. Then it turns and pads softly away into the darkness of the ruined palace. You slump back down against the fire, a bead of sweat has formed on your forehead, frosty with the cold. What was your dream again? Your escape from Disk, months ago now. Your master took out there, shrieking your name as slaves fought slavers. Terina, Terina. Outside, the freezing wind shipping around you, the screams still echoing from inside the palace, you ran south. Your scars are raw in the firelight, some faded with age, others less than a year old. You can feel the column circuitry itching, dormant beneath them. There was something else too. In the depths of your dream, it lingers on the edge of your thought, but remains unseen. Wisdom, try to remember. Success! Sweat, that was it. Sweat dripping from your back, across your skin, in the heat of Ducarte's laboratory. I hope that's Ducarte. Sweat and blood mingling into one, as his tools and instruments dug into your skin. Oh. Sweat and blood dripping from a green leaf, a living green leaf, and you reached out to touch it before you woke. It was soft and wet and beautiful. You rose yourself from your daydream. The beast may return at any moment and your fire is dying out. You have lingered here too long, time to move. South across the water over the bitter sea to Arkedar. You have to make it there. You know in your flesh that things will be better there. Okay. So I have heal, I have racial spell light and smite evil. One moment. I just put anti-aliasing on, just in case. Scattered belongings. Pilgrim's stave and the Tiscan iron collar. Sure. Tisk, the power and might. Can I use the stave? Yes. And the Tiscan iron collar as well. What does this have? Special properties, Gidley's electric loop. Oh. No broken, this iron collar's shocking sting was often used to keep it docile. I don't think I want that then. What about the stave? You used this stave as support and comfort as you fled from your master's palace. It feels firm and strong in your hand, like it belongs. Yay, skill bonus tumble +2. Also, another thing is that I chose this character or this race. The planet touched R. Something with the A it was. Because as the guide said, this is a rare race in this world. Tisk, the power and might. This nationalistic treatise boasts the unique societal structure of the Republic of Tisk. Chattel slaves, captured in warfare or bought, work in the factories of Tisk for 10 years. If they have behaved themselves, they may then be bought into servitude under a master mage or supervisor. At their master's discretion, they may one day become full citizens and participate in the inner workings of society. Such a society, unlike the decadent Commonwealth, which relies upon golems, ensures that all of its citizens are loyal and dedicated to the maintenance of the Republic. This was your master Ducarte's gift to you 3 years ago. He wrote on the inside, "Have patience and understand that every living thing is but a moving part of something larger and greater than it can possibly understand." Interesting. I got a torch. Can I go into... I'm currently in exploration mode. I would like to go into strategic. No, exploration is fine, I think. Because exploration allows me to use it that way, but the problem is the camera. What was the turning of? What? Don't talk so fast. What was the turning of Alfred? None knew. Wise. Sericlos. Glorious Endindel, mighty Teres. Came the time of wonders and passing of King Elred and them, an empire whose light shall never fade. But all of these things passed. Equipa noseo trementa. But all of these things passed, as all things must pass. That for all of time, all should remember noble Terides, and rejoice in his deeds. Time of peace, a time of peace, then came a time of peace. These were the songs of Arimesh, and all wept for joy who heard them. Let none say that they were murdered, for Pelides was a noble man. Let our glories of be witnessed, traveller, and bend your ear to. What was the turning of Alfred? None knew. There's a lot of stuff here. I wonder if I can just talk to them and get it properly. No, I can't. What price paid by the sons and daughters of Kham? And they all talk at the same time. And that's a problem. This ancient stone control panel is mangled and twisted with roots and debris. Ah. So they are broken. The old hall is empty, overgrown, just as you found it. The wolf is nowhere to be seen. Light shimmers from an open doorway towards the back of the hall. A child's book. Elementaries of Elven Technology. Interesting. A child's book. Most of the writing is illegible, but this seems to be an instructional children's tale about some kind of monster or small imp that lives underground and preys on the young, devouring their flesh. It begins, beware, for once in a whole there lived a... Elementaries of Elven Technology. This seems to have been a child's science textbook. Formulae and sketchy drawings are accompanied by the occasional blast of patriotic fever. In ages past, the foolish considered dwarven or gnomish technology the pinnacle of engineering. However, it was our race's unique connection to the realms of magic that allowed us to take the next great step forward, towards more sustainable power and cleaner air. Illigret, the Knowing, first established the definite existence of the Iskar, the base unit of magical essence, and was able to demonstrate that it could be drawn from the arcane forests of the Elven lands using a simple extractor set into the soil. Let's see about the stone head. Elisterian IV was succeeded by Elisterian V, last of his name. Upon the assassination of Elisterian V, by general decree, Generos the Proud was elected new Martial King. Forgive me, mistress, the thread is heavy, and my brothers and sisters have been taken from us. I cannot recall it all any longer. What are you, some kind of golem? I remember, mistress, my duty is to remember and to tell, that no man might forget the glory of my house. The thread is heavy, mistress, 1,000 lines of kings and queens, 1,000,000 names, 10 million years. I cannot go on like this. What happened to the people who were here? Where did they go? Where? I do not know. Southwards, as the crops began to fail, to the bitter sea. The old king, the last king, Ulitarian, had gazed into his crystal balls, his seer stones, had refused to believe, sent for more, hoarded them, staring into them, seeking guidance. All of them told the same tale. He would not go, he refused to go. Even as the resettlement began, his sons, Teldarian and Abalterian, strapped him into his carriage. The guards gathered up what they could carry. A voice, a young boy, left behind. Confused, abandoned by his mother, and frightened to leave, he begged me to help him. I did all I could. All I could, yeah. I remembered his name, Oliares. I remembered it, for him, for our house. I cannot bear it. The dread lies heavy upon me. It begins with the screams of Thelassarian, Lord and Sorcerer King, first of his line. It ends with the screams of Oliares alone. Mistress, I beg you, let me forget. Command me to forget. You will remember the people who abandoned Oliares, left their child here to die. And you will curse their memory. You contain centuries of history, centuries of knowledge. I can't let you forget so much good. Then pity me, for I carry what you cannot. The head falls silent. How do I get in through that door? I can show you a bargain. If you return kindness with kindness, command me to forget. So I can't get... Oh, there is this way. This is the door, I think. Yep. I can get through. Okay. I was in this place. So now I'm outside. And I think I will go that way, I think. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything here.